I start today our podcast talking about manifestations, something that Candy and I love to talk about, and 3 reasons each why you may not be reaching your goals when you are manifesting.
Empowering women by their life lessons and manifestation skills, helping you reach your dreams faster. They did it. They'll show you how without making the same mistakes they did. One cowgirl, bull-raising childless wife with multiple businesses and streams of income who is manifesting her dreams into reality. She will help you with your weight loss and wealth goals, making you healthy and wealthy. One badass boy mom with a passion for energy, healing, health, and fitness. She will help you with healing and overcoming limited beliefs to manifest the life you've always dreamt. It's Tenneile and Candi, Taking Life by the Horns.
Welcome to our podcast, Taking Life by the Horns.
And Take No Bull.
Thanks, guys, for joining us today. As always, we're going to start with our gratitudes. Candy, what are you thankful for?
You know, I was able to spend some time on a mountain trail last weekend. The weather's getting nice here in Colorado. So I took my son's dog, Coda, and we took a little hike up the mountain and spent some time laying in a field on the grass and just kind of connecting with Mother Nature and the earth. And I'm really grateful that I had the opportunity to do that. How about you?
That's great. I'm sure Coda loved the hike.
He did.
So I'm a little different today. I'm going to change it up. And I'm thankful for difficult times I've had to go through, because that has created a strong person. And because of all the issues, all the things that I've had to go through, even though I thought, didn't enjoy it at the time, it's made me who I am. So the Garth Brooks song, unanswered prayers. Yes, we're thankful for unanswered prayers.
Yeah, it's not just a cliche, is it?
Yeah.
It's real.
Yeah, definitely.
Great gratitudes.
Yeah.
Yes. I think that's one of the things that helps us move forward in life, is being grateful for those challenging times in our life, because it promotes growth and expansion.
Yeah, definitely. It's not always going to be roses. So we got to take the good and the bad. Without the rain, you wouldn't enjoy the sunshine.
Absolutely.
So we're going to start today our podcast talking about manifestations, something that Candy and I love to talk about, and 3 reasons each why you may not be reaching your goals when you are manifesting. So take us off, Candy. What's your number 1?
Well, I think there's a couple of reasons I'm not manifesting. And I think the biggest challenge that I've had overcoming in my manifestations is my limited belief system, the programs within my subconscious mind. Overcoming those, I think, has been the biggest challenge. I've worked on lots of things to reprogram my mind. You and I are reading a great book right now. I think we're going to do a podcast maybe on a book review on it, which is going to be awesome. But I'm really educating myself on how powerful our subconscious mind is and how it's programmed from the very beginning, from the very start of life, and how we can change that, which I've used subliminals, meditations, frequencies, a lot of alone time getting to know myself too. So yeah.
Changing the programs and kind of your expectations.
Yes, reprogramming the limited beliefs that I had that told me, you're not good enough, Candy. You can't do this. You're not worthy of it. There's no way you're capable of achieving this. So it's those types of thoughts that I've really had to overcome and reprogram.
Yeah.
Take us to one of yours.
Okay, so my number 1 reason is having too much, I wrote these down because this is how much I think. You're attached to the outcome. So a lot of times we instead of manifesting, we start thinking about what we want. So we work on the vision boards and the goals and the affirmations, and all that is really great. We should be doing those. But it attaches us to the outcome. Now, the outcome may be bigger, better than what we're actually thinking it could be. So it's really a weird conundrum of not being attached to the outcome, but also thinking about how you can reach the outcome. I was told it's kind of like a closed fist. So you're really hanging on to those dreams. You know exactly what you want. We did all the affirmations correctly. We did the scripting. You can smell it, you can think it, but you're really hanging on tight to it. Well, sometimes you need to let go and let God, because then you're opening yourself for even more. So when we do those affirmations, when we do those scriptings, just remember to think, and it's kind of like what you said with limiting, we're not saying it has to be like this. But this is what I can see right now. I am open to as big of a goal as the universe, as God sees, is attainable for me. So letting go of the outcome.
Yeah, I love that. So you have a vision in mind, you're driven, you're going after your manifestations, but you kind of have to let go of what it looks like at the end,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah. Be okay with a surprise. So, there's people out there that hate surprise parties. I love surprise parties. Does anyone want to throw me a surprise party? But a lot of people, I threw my husband a surprise party for his 40th. It was a blast. But that's kind of what we are. So, your birthday's coming up. What if there's a big surprise party that's even better than what you planned?
Yes.
So think of it maybe as a surprise party, but let go of those outcomes. Don't hang on quite so tight. Be open to bigger and better things, or even different things. Just know that you're always improving.
Yes. So lose that control. Just let life go. Flow with it.
Yes.
Great advice. Yep.
You're number 2.
So my number 2 is actually fear of success.
Oh.
And that sounds ironic that would prevent you from manifestation, but really, again, it's kind of that subconscious programming that we're still overcoming. But part of you, whether you recognize it or not, sometimes can be afraid of what your life is going to look like when you actually achieve your manifestations, when you actually achieve the life and the goals that you're striving for, right? What your life's going to change. You may change as a person. And for a lot of us, that can be scary. We want something, but are we ready for the changes that we need to do and changes that are naturally going to take place to get us to those manifestations?
Yeah. Oh, fear of success. That's a great one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely we're going to grow, so we're going to change and be ready for that change.
Absolutely. We have to. That's what this is all about, right? If we stayed stagnant and stayed where we are, we wouldn't be able to achieve our manifestations because we'd already be there, right? If we were here, we would already have achieved those. So yeah, I've kind of recognized as I dream about this life and dream about my manifestations, and I start tapping in and feeling what that feels like, I really have to acknowledge, what is that life going to be like, Candi? Yeah. So it's kind of exciting. I love that I've kind of acknowledged this one little hurdle, and it's been fun to play with.
Yeah, definitely. I could see how that could be fun.
Yeah.
So my number 2 is not thinking you're worthy of your dream. So self-worth, value. So we have these great big ideas, but you really have to be able to see yourself in that life and know that you're valuable, that you are worthy of that life. And if you start doubting yourself, that's going to counteract all that manifestation, all that positive thoughts that you've been doing. You really have to, on a soul level, love yourself, know your value, and know that you're worthy of reaching these dreams and these goals.
So I can identify with this one quite a bit as well. Okay. I think this is an obstacle that many people have trouble overcoming. Again, I don't know that it's easy to identify all the time, but what are some things that you would suggest somebody like me could do to overcome that limited belief that I'm not worthy of what I'm working so hard for?
I think every time that you think those, I'm not worthy, we got to work on a pattern interrupt, change your thoughts. So, I'm not worthy. Yes, I'm worthy. These are the reasons I'm worthy. If the thoughts aren't working, then be active. Get up, go for a walk, do some exercise. Just get out of the mindset. And my third and probably my favorite is put on a good song. I have a whole hype list on my phone. Just when I'm in those dumps and I'm not feeling great, the songs that I know will pick me up from the dead. Put those on, dance in the kitchen, and just raise that vibration again. And know, I am worthy. And know you're God's creature. God does not make mistakes. So we are all worthy because we are here.
We were born worthy, weren't we?
Very much so.
Great advice. I love that. Dancing, raising your vibration, all great suggestions to really remind yourself that you are a creation of God. God doesn't make mistakes, and you were born, literally born worthy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great.
Worthy, born to reach your goals.
Thank you, Tenneile. Great.
Yeah.
My third one is actually trauma from past failed manifestations.
Okay.
So maybe some of us have been out there trying to manifest and it's not successful, or maybe we even manifested something we didn't intend, which is often what we do. So sometimes when we really set out now to really focus and we know what we're going to do, we're going to focus on manifestations. Sometimes that fear of failure can sneak back in and tell yourself, remember what happened last time, remember the mistake we made, remember how hard you worked and you didn't achieve what you wanted to. So oftentimes that fear of failing again can actually prevent you from manifesting in the now.
My third kind of goes with that. Kind of what my answer would be to that is the gestation of a manifestation. So it may just not be time yet for your flower to bloom, for your manifestation to come true. So we don't know what the gestation is. A gestation, how long it takes to birth this idea. So we think as humans that everything should happen instantly. We have iPhones and TV, and everything is instant. But that's not how the creation works. Some things take a little bit longer. And most times when we're ready to give up, that goal is like the next corner. Like, you're so close. I have to remind myself that all the time. It's like, okay, I really want to quit. Like, I'm so frustrated. That means I'm very close. But knowing that we're doing everything right, all we have to do is give more time. And if more time isn't enough, give more time and more time. Just keep giving it time and trust the process.
Trust, have faith, flow, allow things to happen. I think that's really great advice that oftentimes we don't know when the manifestations are going to happen, but this is part of manifestation. You do everything you're supposed to do. You focus, you get goal oriented, you take the action. Sometimes it doesn't happen in our timeline, which kind of goes back to what you said earlier. And so we just have to trust and have faith, and we need to let it go and trust that we've done everything we need to.
Yeah.
We deserve everything we want. Sometimes it's better than what we intended.
Yes.
Or better than what we imagined or
Yes,
planned
definitely.
on. And you ask and you shall receive.
Definitely. Let go, let God, and just enjoy the ride. Like, the destination isn't always the best part. The journey can be enjoyable too. So enjoy the journey and the different things that come to us as we're reaching these goals. I know for me personally, I'm very goal oriented. I have been forever. So I constantly think about that end.
Yeah.
Let go of that. Let go of the time that it's going to take. Enjoy the journey. Put on that music and have a good road trip.
No, that is probably, I think, the best advice you could give anybody is just enjoy the present moment right now, because it does take your mind and your focus off of the outcome and the future, and it removes that attachment, as you mentioned earlier. Great advice. Thanks, Tenneile. Live in the now, let go and let God.
Yes.
Great.
Well, thank you guys. This was 3 things each that may have deterred your manifestations, or like we said, just put them off a little bit. So thank you. We are empowering women to take their control back and fulfill their dreams.